Welcome, Meadowbrook versus Northeast Bradford today. It is a miserable 49 degrees on Meadowbrook Field as the Lady Lions take the field. Give you a good look at the surface Emma George is going to play on. Coach is talking before the game that going to have to limit shots today because not going to be able to move too well in the goal. The defense, we'll see if they're up for the task. As Northeast Bradford comes in here, I believe they have 5 wins on the season, but play a tough schedule. So this is a team that has given some of the teams Meadowbrook has beaten a good run within a goal or so. So dangerous squad playing their last game of the season here at Meadowbrook Field. In the torrential downpour, second weekend in a row, Northeast Bradford kicks off and tries for the through ball. Meadowbrook trying to possess. It goes from Osman out to Fosnot to Devlin to Grace Ask, who loses the ball, and Northeast Bradford's going to kick this one up to the corner. As you can see, the field is so wet that the ball on the ground pretty much just comes to a complete stop once it hits one of those puddles. And there goes Maddie Fosnot down and back up again as 27 kicks the ball and Maddie Fosnot off the field. Meadowbrook throw up to the corner. It's Audrey Millett running on. Number 20, I believe, who has winter wool cap on, yes, to play. So Meadowbrook will have their first corner. We'll see what Devlin can do with this one. This is one of those games you'll remember for the rest of your life. Playing in the mud, rumbling, stumbling. Just wish it was a little warmer. A lot of girls on the team fighting colds. Out comes Hannah Millett. Devlin into the middle. Handball in the box is going to get let go. Grace, ball comes off of her foot. Abby sends a nice ball in as all of Northeast Bradford's team seems to be in the middle of the field right now. Sarah coming through, gains possession, sends it in for Kat, who's going to turn, scoop, and kick up and over the right side of the goal. So Meadowbrook with the first corner and the first shot of the game. As the Lady Lions hoping to score early and often, because anything can happen in a game like this. Ball to the outside, it's Millett to it first, out of bounds, and green throw coming back. Throw in from Sarah into Kat Benage on the far corner, going to the flag. She's going to pull this one across. Meadowbrook with 2 players there. Osman redirects. Oh, just past the goal. Coming from the other side is Fosnot, who sends the ball up and over, and it lands in the net on top of the goal, I believe. Yes, so that'll be a goal kick coming out. So Meadowbrook with 2 early shots here, 37:40 to go in the first half, so we're about 2.5 minutes in. Here's the kick. It's up and over the first line. Fosnot coming up and pressuring the ball on that left side. Looking for a teammate. Northeast Bradford drops it back and sends that ball up in the air. Abby Schuler on the touch. Devlin coming back, and Northeast Bradford on the run in Meadowbrook territory as these girls are running through 3-4 inch puddles of water to get to the ball, and the ball's continuing to stick on the surface. So Northeast Bradford's going to try to kick this one, and they kick it out of bounds. Don't get it around Grace Ask. Ball up that far right side to Fosnot, shielded by number 6. Coming on is, can't see the number from Northeast Bradford defender. 16 now is going to cross this ball. Or nope, chooses not to. Maddie Osman wisely there, putting pressure. Here comes Grace, not going to get there in time. Devlin will, however. And Devlin takes it off and sends a nice ball for Audrey Millett. It's Millett behind the defense, running to the ball, taking the ball towards goal, looking for Kat. Pulls it back. She's got Kat in the middle. She doesn't pass. Now she pulls the trigger, kicks it off of one of the defenders. No, Northeast Bradford is back, and Meadowbrook tries to set up their offense. Ball to the corner for Audrey Millett. Millett gets shielded, not really battling too hard there for the ball as the defender gets by her. Fosnot is going to send that one back to Millett. Millett to Fosnot. Maddie turns, sends it over to Kaylee Devlin. Kaylee tries to make a run between 2 defenders, back outside to Millett. Millett on that far side. Defender's going to take it off of her, kick it down the hill, so Kaylee will pull her second corner kick from this side. So Devlin sets the ball. She got it to the front side of the goal this last time. Tough surface, tough contact. Hannah Millett making a run to the corner, drawing out 1 defender. No one else really moving. Here comes the kick from Devlin. It's a low line drive. Maddie Fosnot coming on. That ball gets cleared back out, and Devlin will do it again. So here comes the kick. Kaylee Devlin looking for a teammate. Here comes Hannah pulling out again. It's right in the middle. One of the defenders is there. Hannah kicks and misses. Fosnot gets a foot on it, and the goalie's going to pick that one out of the air and bring it out. Northeast Bradford goalie on the smaller side, but very mobile. Ball is missed by Sarah, and it is going to sneak out of bounds. Thankfully, she didn't touch it, so that'll be a green throw just in front of the tents that the fans have set up to watch this game. Northeast Bradford is going to kick this one on the throw-in back towards Meadowbrook. Hecker gets there, throws in as it goes off another player. Hannah Millett tries to keep that throw-in inbounds, unable to do so. So Northeast Bradford takes the throw in front of the first white tent. Ball is up and over the head of Hannah Millett. Sarah backs her up. Osmond now has the ball deflected off of her and out of bounds. So another white throw over on the fan side in front of the log cabin. Ball is off of number 10 now, so Sarah will try to grab this ball and throw it in the other direction. She gets it to Osmond. Osmond around the first defender, rips one to the middle. Mid from Northeast Bradford gets a foot on it as Hannah Millett sends the ball corner. We'll see if there's a puddle to stop this one. There is not. It's going to roll down the hill as Kat Benage chases after that one. So that far right corner of the field, a little drier than the rest of it. Little low-lying areas over here in front of the bench for the Lions. This half of the field is filled with puddles. Goal kick goes out of bounds, doesn't even make it to, well, actually it does make it to the aluminum bleachers. Millett picks up the ball, throws it back to Sarah. Sarah with pressure coming on, pulls this one to the middle for Benage. Benage shields, doesn't get there, goes off of one of the mids from Northeast Bradford. Out of bounds, Millett with the throw. On the run is Kat Benage, goes off of her foot, saves it, keeps it in, pulls it back, hits it off of one of the defenders down the hill. So Maddie Osmond will get her opportunity here with a corner kick on the far right side as Meadowbrook sets up from the opposite. Devlin and Audrey Millett on the backside of this one. Here comes the kick. It is a low line drive right to the goalie. Goalie's going to pick that up and bring it out. So Meadowbrook has their hands full and their work cut out for them here. This goalie's pretty mobile and moving well down on that end. So the ball goes to Grace. Grace kicks the ball up to Maddie Fosnot. Maddie Fosnot on that left side. Pull, swings and misses and makes a big splash. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a green throw. Grace Ask on the hustle in front of the scorer's table. Here comes the ball into Devlin. Devlin's going to have it stolen from her and then races to get it back. Still trying to get that ball out of the water. It is completely stuck. It's like trying to hit a ball out of the sand in a golf game. Abby chasing down number 16. 16 with a left is going to kick this one towards goal. It's going to be wide. Emma George in great position to defend that one. Wishing she had a heater behind the goal today. Emma looks like she went for a swim before this game started as she was diving to save balls in practice. She's already full of mud. Ball, first two is Northeast Bradford, just behind Osmond. They wisely kick the ball towards goal because who knows what'll happen if you do that today. Emma comes out in the grass, picks it up, pulls it back to the middle, and she's going to punt this one up the left side. Stays in bounds. Fosnot trying to figure out where it's going to drop. Doesn't get there in time. Grace-esque runs past the first offensive player. Fosnot hustles back, and the ball is kicked and deflected off of her as it goes out of bounds. Northeast Bradford in possession, 0-0, 31:45 to go in the first half. 16's first two, Devlin will get the deflection. 10 from Northeast Bradford gets to the ball. And a little confusion on the offensive end here for Northeast Bradford. Number 6 tries to kick, and the ball makes it about 10 feet and goes out of bounds. As the slippery surface, a challenge on both sides. Ball is not going to move up and down the field like it has the last couple of days. This is probably the best that Meadowbrook's field in terms of condition has been in a long time. So able to take the rain, but it has been raining since early this morning. You can see right there as Grace Skodal kicks that ball, it gets stuck in a puddle as well. Devlin coming back now is going to try to pull it outside and get it to Fosnot. She's going to have to come all the way back. She tries to pass to Kaylee and it gets stuck in a puddle. Up to Osmond. Osmond off of one defender, two defenders, and the ball's kicked off of one of the Northeast Bradford players by a teammate. Number 11, Maddie Osmond gets completely displaced off the ball by 25. That's the girl in the wool cap. And she takes the ball from her. Ricochets around. Now it's Abby Schuler to Grace Skodel. Off to Fosnot. Fosnot to Devlin. Devlin pushes it on through to Audrey Millett. Audrey Millett with Kat Benage staying on sides. And in between two players trying to chase after that ball. Ball's kicked to Osmond. Osmond loses it. Devlin comes up. She'll pull it left. She will put a left foot on it, out in front. Coming on is the defender, kicks it in front of Millett before she can get there. Devlin now out to Fosnot on the outside. So Meadowbrook in possession down in the Northeast Bradford end. Player's going to slide tackle and take that ball down the hill with her as Devlin now sets up for her third corner. So Meadowbrook back to making corners happen here in this game after a hiatus the last two. Here comes the corner kick off the foot of Kaylee Devlin. Meadowbrook setting up on this side is Osmond in front of the goal. Benage trying to tie this one up. She does. She times it, gets there, stops, kicks the ball off of one of the players in the box. Now Northeast Bradford trying to clear. They get the ball past the mids to the defenders, and number 16 again in a foot race, trying to keep that ball with her, kicks the ball towards goal. Emma doing a fantastic job staying low, keeping the chin down and picking up that ball on the short hop. Here comes the ball on the outside now over to Hannah Millett. Hannah's going to shield with 14 pushing against her back. Breaking to the outside, 14, and we'll see what the ref calls. I believe she kicked it off of 14, so it is. It's a green throw. Here comes Benage now with a beautiful move to the inside. Kat Benage looking like she's playing on a dry field. Kicks the ball towards goal. Fosnot coming across on the cross. Left foot, back towards goal. Back to Benage on the other side. Not there in time. Ball down the hill. Goal kick coming out. .48-47 in the half. Still a 0-0 tie here on a sloppy Meadowbrook field. Osmond first to that ball. Second two off of the ricochet. To the middle on the cross. Nobody there from Meadowbrook. Defender's just going to kick this one out of bounds on the far side. Maddie Osmond is there. She's going to pick it up, take the throw. She throws it into Hannah Millett. Hannah Millett looking for a teammate. Drops it in front of Fosnot. Yeah, let's try that again. Maddie Osmond. Osmond not on the same page. Breaks late. Ball goes down the hill. Goal kick coming out. Kick is up. Kat Benage first two. She tries to flick this one back into goal with the goalie out. Goalie misses the ball down the hill. This will be a corner for Meadowbrook again. Clock dipping under 28 minutes now. 0-0 tie still in this sloppy mess. Maddie Osmond sets the ball. Meadowbrook with Maddie Fosnot, Kat Benage, and Kaylee Devlin on the far side. Devlin making a run. Devlin is there, swings and misses. Oh, what a great opportunity. Audrey Millett pulls it back, tries to break to the middle. Defender takes it off. Devlin comes out, pulls it back, has a defender take it off of her. Maddie Fosnot wisely takes a shot at goal from that left side, kicks it up and over the far left corner. That one's not going to find net either. So still 0-0 here. Clock under 27 as the Northeast Bradford goalie sets the ball and gets ready to send the goal kick on its way. Here it comes. Devlin breaking through. Ball skips up and over her foot. Grace Skodel gets a foot on it and then gets deposited on the ground by number 16. Audrey Millett battling for the ball with number 4. Number 4 is going to try to kick this one to the corner and get it out of bounds. She is able to do so as she runs past. Audrey Millett beats her to the ball and kicks the ball out of bounds. Throw-in is to Devlin. Devlin with a defender coming on, kicks that one hard off the knee of number 8, who's doing a little jig over there trying to make that one feel better. Cold day, wet knee, and a hard ball. Not a great combination for number 6 on defense. Devlin sets it. Meadowbrook sets up in front of goal. Here's the goal kick. It's across the middle. It's a beautiful one. Goalie misses it, and nobody from Meadowbrook able to get there as she bobbles that one. She comes out with it, punts it up and over the midfield to Abby Schuler. Schuler takes that one off the head, and it bounces in front of the Northeast Bradford player. 16 again, takes the ball against Skodel. Skodel on the outside, turning, tries to drop it back in that mess. Devlin with a touch pass, which isn't going to work real well on a day like today. Fosnot forgets the ball. brings it to the middle for Osman. Osman's got room. She tries to poke it through for Benage and unable to do so as a big splash of water comes off of her foot as she tries to kick that ball. Ball through in the middle. Abby Schuler now tries to clear, but the ball sticks in the ground. Mel with a nice kick on that outside, and they're going to have to lift the ball off the ground today, which is not what they're trained to do. Ball through to the middle. Coming through is Kat Benage. Benage is going to win it. Benage to Millett. Millett pulls it back through a puddle. With the left, gets pushed off the ball and stops playing to have a conversation with one of the other players. So ball is chased after by Devlin and Fosnot. Osman takes this one off the middle. She's going to put her right foot on this one and pull it wide to the right. So great play by Maddie Osman. Little miscommunication up front. As that ball did stay in bounds, Meadowbrook gets to the pass. It's Osman up to Benage. Benage with a left foot, enough power, but actually not the right height as that goes over the goal by about 8 feet. So Meadowbrook with multiple shots on goal, but nothing getting net so far. This is one of those games you want to get some early scores because if it goes late, any kind of shot could go in. Ball is kicked up and out of bounds. Going to be a green throw coming back this way just in front of Coach Osman and the Meadowbrook bench. Here's the throw into Maddie Fosnot. Fosnot with the ball is going to drop it back to Grace. Grace into Kaylee Devlin. Kaylee in the middle of a puddle back out to Fosnot. Missed that one as the ball was a little off target. And then Northeast Bradford throws the ball in, hits her teammate, and it goes immediately out of bounds. So now Fosnot drops it in front of Devlin and a defender, or a mid from Northeast Bradford. Emma's wisely coming out of goal on this one. I think she just wanted to play in some grass. She gets to that before 16 gets to the ball, and so we will have a kick the other way. She's going to pull this one over to the right side this time. Coming on is Hannah Millett and Kat Benage. Benage out to Hannah Millett. Millett up that far right side, number 20, chasing after. She goes corner. See if she can get there before she does. Pulls it back to the middle. Kat Benage coming on, and one of the defenders is going to do us a favor and kick the ball out of bounds, I believe. So it should be a corner kick for Meadowbrook. This one will come off the foot of Maddie Osman again, as Devlin and Osman in tandem, tallying about 7 corner kicks so far in the first 17 minutes of this game. 0 goals for either team. Clock dipping under 23 minutes. Here's the kick. It's a nice one to the middle. Goalie's going to get there. 2 Meadowbrook players, and Kaylee Devlin puts it on the net as Kat Benage and Hannah Millett both there. Goalie unable to come through the 2 of them to get the ball, so it bounces off of one of the defenders from Northeast Bradford, and Devlin sticks it on net in the top right corner, and you'll see a jubilant celebration by Mel back here in the puddle, as it's like watching elementary kids run around on the first day of school pretending to be ducks. So you might as well just embrace it today as the girls having some fun on this surface. 1-0, they go up with 23:05 to go in this first half. Northeast Bradford clears middle, goes directly to Osman. Osman kicks this one to one of the defenders, but then they kick it to Audrey Millett. Millett pulls it back, doesn't quite get it to Devlin, who comes across and drops it back to Grace. After a puddle or two, it bounces to Fosnot. Fosnot back to Devlin. Devlin looking for a teammate, tries to pull this one in front of Millett. Doesn't quite get it there. Defender on that side is going to kick the ball. Abby off of her forehead, out to Grace coming on. Mid from Northeast Bradford's going to stick the ball corner right in front of the sawdust pile. Here's the shot. Emma George with fantastic range and understanding of where the goal is behind her wisely lets it go out of bounds. And a goal kick will now be taken from whatever green spot she can find. She picks the side of the goal box, takes that left foot, sends the ball up and past the first line of defense to the mid from Northeast Bradford, who gets the ball first, then loses it in another puddle. Osman with the through ball for Millett, unable to get a foot on that. Goalie trying to decide if she comes out, hesitates and stays. Fosnot on the far side is going to get to this clear, and she's going to send it towards goal. It's a beautiful shot. Oh, up and over the bar by about 2 feet. So Maddie Fosnot showing great leg strength here on the couple shots she's taken. That's the kind of shot that's going to go in the goal and probably finish the game here if we can get a few of those before halftime. Meadowbrook will be coming this way. Not easy after the half to move the ball through the slush that's out here, but the goal is a difficult place to play. Ball off of Benage, over to Osmond on the right side, breaking, pulls it back with her left foot, crosses the ball towards goal. Kat tries to redirect. Devlin to the goal. Goalie moves the ball, drops it, picks it up, and gets it before the ball goes across the line. So Fosnot to Benage to Devlin combination, almost pulling goal number 2, but it's still a 1-0 game. Northeast Bradford's first to the punt. Grace Skodel kicks the ball, and it goes nowhere. Abby Schuler chasing down in a foot race with 16 again, kicks it off of her. Then 16 in a hustle play is going to pull this back and try to cross it, trying to kick that ball back, and it just keeps getting stuck in the ground as Abby Schuler playing fantastic defense and pressuring over there, causing that ball to go out of bounds. Grace into Fosnot. Fosnot to Devlin. Devlin through a puddle, through some, holy mackerel, through the sawdust, through another puddle, up to Kat Benage somehow. Benage not able to get there in time. Devlin now to the ball again. She's going to take this one, and she's going to scoop it with the left foot right in front of Millett. Millett coming out, goalie coming on, and the goalie's going to get there first. Really hard to judge today just how much mustard to put on that ball. Some balls just roll and skip and go. Other balls stick in the puddles. Not an easy day to put a touch pass in front of a teammate. So throw in for Meadowbrook. Fosnot comes back to Grace. Grace over to, well, tries to get it to Fosnot, but that goal goes about 3 feet. Same thing happens for Northeast Bradford as they try to dribble. And again, this is just such a sloppy mess over there. Hard to dribble through the water and the it's fun to watch. It really is. Feel bad for these kids who are used to playing on good surfaces. There's just not much of it today. Ball up and out of the box. Osmond's going to clear it. We'll reset the defense here, and we'll zoom out as we haven't had to do that much here in the first half. 1-0 Meadowbrook lead as the clock dips under 20. It's a decent throw. Osmond's going to send it back out of bounds and a little closer to the Meadowbrook bench. 6 will try to reset and throw again. The throw is into number 10. Abby Schuler is there, kicks it, and it does make it out of bounds this time. Here's the throw into number 10. 10 looking to drop it back to her teammate. She does, off of her, and Devlin will take this throw. She's going to put a little distance between the goal and the ball, and that one's going to get kicked right back to Osmond. In the sawdust, in the puddle. Feel like there's a country song there somewhere. Here comes the ball to the corner. Number 6 is doing everything she can to bring it with her. Drops it back, and it goes out of bounds again. Devlin, another throw. She's got Fosnot and nobody in front of her. She can get the ball to her. She does. Fosnot with the one defender is going to pull it back. Devlin's going to put a left on this, and it goes off of number 27, who sends it in for Skodel. Back to 27. Almost like a tennis match here. Off of Skodel's foot, out of bounds in front of the scorer's table. Northeast Bradford will take this throw. So the throw is up and onto the head of Grace. Devlin is there. Osmond with a nice kick out of the sand and to Fosnot. Fosnot now as Devlin runs on, and 27's going to kick this one strong. It's going to stop right outside the box. Emma's going to get there, fall on the ball. I think they're going to give her possession as she's not sure. Yep, no call. As Emma expecting that one to roll, and the timing would have been right, but the ball just completely stuck in the mud. And so Northeast Bradford almost got to that first. Hannah Millett on the far side in front of, actually no, that's Erica now, over on that far side. Throw in into Kat Benage. Kat with the ball, scoops it back. Beautiful play in front of Maddie Osmond now. Osmond, one defender, jukes right, breaks left, kicks it with the left foot, goes off of one of the Northeast Bradford players. Kat Benage comes back for it, puts a left foot on it. Goalie makes a beautiful play. Wow. She sidestepped to the right and stayed low and got down on that ball, but that was a nice kick and a nice shot by Kat Benage. Ball coming out. Punt is up to and over Devlin. Out to Fosnot. Fosnot's going to kick this up in the air. Kat's going to make a run for this one. She is there. It's Kat Benage and the goalie. She breaks it left. The goalie's going to put this one on the ground with 2 hands and pick it up. So here's the kick. It's not a great one. Devlin's going to redirect this one. Goes off the side of her foot to Grace Ask. Here's Osmond to Mel. Mel to Kat. Kat on the outside, tries to get it on the outside to Erica. Erica does get there first, breaking on that far right side, kicks it strong down the hill, and so it'll be a goal kick coming out for Northeast Bradford. Meadowbrook subbing now with Hannah Millett coming in. Sarah coming in as well, so that'll give a break to Erica and Grace as Meadowbrook resets. Goal kick. Osmond gets there first. Hannah Millett to the middle. Devlin coming across. Left foot. Ball through for Audrey Millett. Too strong. Goalie punting the ball back out. Sarah swings and misses. Ball rolls past. Abby to the outside. Fosnot coming back to the ball, looking for someone to send it to. Kicks it off of the nearest Northeast Bradford player. Throw in to Audrey Millett. Ball is kicked by that defender on that side. Second defender swings. The ball does not go far. 3 Northeast Bradford players right there as Fosnot steps in front. Ball goes out, and Fosnot will take the throw. Throw into Audrey Millett up the side. Audrey shielding, looking for a path. She gets past 1 defender, 2 defenders. 27 now takes it off of her and kicks it out of bounds. So Audrey Millett now sends this one on to Maddie Fosnot. Fosnot coming up that left side. It's Fosnot and 1 defender on that left side. Ball's going to roll out of bounds. So again, Devlin with another corner kick. Substitutions coming in. Macy will come in for Maddie Fosnot and give her a chance to warm up on the side. Here comes the kick as the clock dips under 15 minutes. Devlin with a low line drive off of 1 defender. Meadowbrook, not there in time. Second defender clears the ball. Coming back is Hannah Millett. Puts a left foot on that one. Osmond with a right foot on that one. Ball's going to bounce off of a defender out to Mel. Mel's going to kick too strong with the left foot. Ball goes out of bounds. Meadowbrook loses possession. So the player from Northeast Bradford tries to throw it in. The ball slips out of her hands and goes out of bounds. So Meadowbrook picks it up, throws it in, and this ball with Kat Benage pulls it into the middle. Coming across, it's Kat scooping up and over for 3 points. So a little too strong on that kick from Kat from the right side. And this is a tough field to really put too much pace or direction on the ball. Goal kick out. Hannah Millett with a beautiful break on the ball. Gets to it first. Beats number 6 from Northeast Bradford. Taking this one corner. And it's right in front of the flag as she shields. Kicks it between her legs. Maddie Osmond coming through. Pulls it back. Looking for a teammate. Devlin is there. Coming across, but she kicks it too tight to the defense. They're going to get to it first and clear up the middle. Abby Schuler kicks the ball, but doesn't get much on it. Northeast Bradford, who's pushing out, gets the ball past them. Here comes Osmond. Back to Mel, who's trying to keep her footing in the middle. Abby deflects. Coming back is Kat. Steps 2, misses. Northeast Bradford's going to kick the ball into Meadowbrook territory. Grace Ask will get there first. Coming up the other side is Hannah Millett. Number 6 pushes her out of bounds. And her reward is she gets to throw the ball in as the referee on that side thinks he saw it go off of Hannah Millett. I think it was an angle call as Hannah is standing in disbelief, and I agree with her. So this ball comes right back to her. Hey, it's funny how that happens. Kat Benage turns on the ball, loses it to the defender on that side. Hannah Millett trying to get through. Has it taken off of her by the girl in the wool cap. Coming across the middle is Grace Ask to Maddie Osmond. Osmond strong to Devlin, so that ball is going to get kicked by the mid to the outside. Then they're going to kick a through ball back behind that Meadowbrook defense as there is nobody back here because there didn't need to be because the ball's been at the other end so long. Here comes Mel. She's the first to get to the ball on that far side. It's going to go out, so it'll be a white throw. Clock dipping under 12. Throw in from that far side. Northeast Bradford tries to send it back to the girl, threw the ball in, and it stops right on the out of bounds line. Grace will help it across that out of bounds line, and so Northeast Bradford throws again. Emma coming out on the throw-in is going to pick this one up before anybody can get to it, and she will be kicking the ball out the other end. Here's the punt right up the middle. Kat Benage has a nice beat on that ball, gets there, goes off of one of the defenders who kicks it back to the right side over to the hole number 9 hazard. and it lands right in the sawdust as that's Sarah kicking the ball with all her might. Somehow that stays in bounds off of one of the defenders for mids from Northeast Bradford. Kick is up and over by Sarah. It's a beautiful ball, but too strong as the goalie's going to come out and get that one before Audrey Millett can get there. Punt out to that mid-level from Northeast Bradford and then pushed on through. It makes it past, but Abby is going to get there, and nice ball with her left foot. Devlin realizes she can get to it, breaks outside, and tries to scoop it with her left, and that's going to stay in bounds. These conditions, you just don't know where the ball is going to stop. Here comes Millett running on the ball. Standing, looking, back to Devlin. Devlin tries to sneak it through, comes back to her, to the middle. Here's Osmond, breaking left with the left foot into Audrey Millett. Unable to get a foot on that one as the ball just sort of skipped past her. Stops on the end line, and I believe, yeah, the defender shielded Millett. So that rolled down the hill and out of bounds. So that'll be a goal kick coming out as Fosnot replaces Macy now. Maddie will be right where that ball comes down. Coming over to the left, gets there just in time to take one off the knee herself. Here's the throw. Fosnot escorts that one off the field a second time. Northeast Bradford with the throw up, and Maddie is 3 for 3 as the ball goes out of bounds on that throw. So Northeast Bradford using Maddie Fosnot to move the ball up the field. This time they choose to go to Sarah, and she's going to put this one right in the middle. Oh, it is Audrey Millett and Kat Benage. We'll see if Audrey does. She puts the ball on the, too strong. Goalie's going to come out and pick this one up, but had an opportunity to put Kat one-on-one with the goalie and just went a little too strong with the ball. Again, really hard to judge today with these conditions, how much pace you got to put on that ball. Grace Ask is out-sprinted to the ball on that far side. Number 10, step for step, getting by. Now to the ball, scoots past Mel, who kicked. That ball was kicked off of Mel, but the angle was there, and we're going to get a goal kick out of this one. So there's Emma kicking the ball strong, and there's an example. That ball just skipped and jumped right out of bounds. So white throw in. Hannah Millett uses her hip and lets them throw the ball in again a second time as Meadowbrook resets their defense. Here's Hannah Millett first to the ball, second time, trying to clear it. Devlin will get over there. Mel is going to put that one to the defensive level. Kat Bennett trying to shift gears, unable to change direction, but Audrey Millett's going to get there in time to step two. Ball to Mel, back to Schuler, off to Mel again. Grace battling for possession. Number 10 and Mel coming across. Mel's going to get there first and put a nice kick on this one between two of the mids. Kat Benage with just a nice little touch to her left and tries to pull it through for Audrey Millett. Not able to get there. The mid pulls it back past two people from Meadowbrook. Outside to number 10. Grace takes it off of number 10. Still battling for the ball. 10 trying to turn. Does get it past. It stays in bounds. So now from the far side, number 5 scooping that ball into goal. Emma misses. And I believe that was Abby that cleared that ball for us. As Northeast Bradford had two players crashing, but didn't get there in time before Abby was able to clear that out of bounds on the far side. It's a beautiful play by Schuler to save a potential shot on goal. Osmond kicking this one out of bounds. Defense setting up again as the clock's under 7.5. 1-0 lead for Meadowbrook. Ball is thrown in. Egger's going to kick this one and doesn't quite clear. Now Devlin getting to it. It's going to clear off that far side. Kat Benage gets to, gains possession, thinks about sending it to Osmond and chooses to go outside. On that outside, a little strong. Goalie's going to come out and pick that one up. It's funny how that right side of the field, the ball just rolls and rolls forever. Left side of the field, the ball just sticks and won't go anywhere. Number 20 runs into Hannah Millett and is down, but Meadowbrook in possession, so they will play on. Ball's pulled to the middle, and Devlin coming on, one-on-one with the goalie, puts this one on the bar. Oh, hits the bar on the far right side. It was a beautiful shot with her left foot, hits the bar and scoots over. inches away from hitting and scooting down, which would have been a 2-0 lead. But here we sit, up 1-0 with 6:23 to go in the half. Goal kick coming out the far side. Fosnot will get to it first. Looking, turns, tries to go up the outside. She gets past number 6, pulls with the left foot. Across, coming on the far side is Hannah Millett. Hannah puts a foot on this one, and again, up and over the goal. So Meadowbrook having a tough time getting the ball in the vicinity of the goal right now, as that goal sitting in front of them with a couple of good shots, but boy, conditions are tough to play right now and control their shots. Osmond with the pass off of Skodel goes too strong. Mel coming over, kicks it off of the player from Northeast Bradford out of bounds. So a great hustle play by Melanie Yeager, coming across and rotating with Grace Skodel. Ball is up and in and off of Hannah Millett. So white throw now coming back the other way. Clock under 5.5. Throw in, Grace Skodel trying to get past. Emma thinking about coming out, not. Abby gets there first, sends it out of bounds just in front of the flag over on the far side here for Meadowbrook. So there will be a throw into number 6. Number 6 is going to turn, send it back to number 22. Down pressures. Skodel with the ball cleared to the middle. Audrey Millett's going to get moved out of the way by number 9, who takes a shot on goal, or number 8 that is, takes a shot on goal. Emma's going to get to that first. 4:40 to go in the half. Here's the punt. It's low right up the middle. Osmond tries to get a foot on it. Ball comes back to her. She loses it. Sarah to the middle. Erica to Osmond. Osmond tries to scoot it through for Hannah Millett. Hannah and Audrey both over there. Hannah runs past the ball. Defender's going to take this one outside and just kick it out of bounds. Clock under 4. Hannah Millett to Audrey Millett. Millett turning, goes corner, way too strong. That one's out of bounds before Hannah can even think about running towards it. Goal kick coming out. Ball to Audrey Millett. Millett's there first, tries to come back inside. She does. Left foot towards the goal, off of one of the defenders, rolling towards the corner. And Northeast Bradford gets to it first. 3.5 to go. Audrey Millett into Hannah Millett. Hannah turning, pulling the ball towards middle. Devlin is there, tries to get a foot on it, unable to get up to it. Ball is cleared out by Northeast Bradford. Goes between the legs of Melanie Yeager. Number 10, sprinting past the defense, is going to try to pull this one towards goal. Dancing in front of Mel. Mel will have none of it. She's going to turn, steal it, and send it back towards Northeast Bradford's end. Number 8, on the back of Audrey Millett. Audrey Millett up and to the corner for Hannah. Hannah chasing after with a defender in front of her. Goalie's going to come all the way over and clear this one, so it'll be a throw for Meadowbrook with 2:50 to go in the half. Still holding a 1-0 lead as the water continues to collect here at Meadowbrook Field. Audrey into Maddie Osmond. We'll see if Osmond takes a left on this one. She does to Kaylee Devlin. Kaylee Devlin unable to handle that pass with pace. Goes past her, and Kaylee trying to chase it down. Sarah gets to it first. Devlin now battling for the ball. She does win that battle. Puts a ball in front of Erica, hits a puddle, stops. Defender's going to get to that. 27's going to send it to a teammate. Devlin now with the ball after it hits and stops. Sends the ball a little strong. Defender's going to deflect. Audrey Millett coming across. She's looking for somebody to drop it to. She gives it to Maddie Fosnot. Fosnot up in the air. Not much on that one, but it takes a weird skip. Oh, and the goalie gets the hands up just in time. So again, just trying to put that ball towards goal is a smart move in these conditions today. Abby drops a nice header in front of Osmond, who's not going to get to that. It was a little stronger than I initially thought. Mel on the outside. Ball is to Hannah Millett. Beautiful touch pass to, man, that right side, to Osmond. Osmond trying to send it just in front of Audrey Millett, and that ball just skips on that right side like it's on pavement. Out of bounds, goal kick with 1.5 minutes. Ball's Kicked this way, out of goal. And one of the Meadowbrook players wisely sending that ball right towards goal as the goalie had just relaxed after the goal kick, but off the mark. Would have been an easy open goal. And now Northeast Bradford changes pace and lets one of the defenders take the kick as the goalie goes back in goal. So a smart move. I'm not sure who took that kick, but that was a very smart soccer play. This one goes out of bounds as the clock dips under a minute. Maddie Fosnot in possession, looking for Devlin, gets it to her. Devlin trying to break up that outside, loses the ball out of bounds. Northeast Bradford with 45. Throws it up and over Devlin. Fosnot gets two, steps to the ball. Devlin with the left pulls it strong. Erica is there, unable to handle the pass. Back to Devlin. Devlin with one defender, looking, breaks right, puts her right foot and crosses all the way over to Audrey Millett. It's Audrey Millett in front of goal. Can't turn the hips to get the ball there and pulls it to the right of the goal. 25 and ticking. Goal kick comes out and the player falls down. It's Audrey Millett with the ball in her foot. She's got two players in front of her and 10 seconds to do something with it. She puts it at goal. Oh, it hits the outside of the goal. So still 1-0 Meadowbrook as the clock dips under 2-1. And that is the half. We will be back in 10 minutes.